pull you up a chair, get you a sip of water. We have a message. So the parents, that the majority, this message may not apply to you. The majority of us had parents that worked. We had parents that, sat us in front of a TV because they had to work, and then on the weekends they had to do like their cleaning or their errands, and we sort of raised ourselves. It's not a good thing, it's not a bad thing, it's just what it was. And then rushing to different events, that you all had, and some of us were abused, and some of us were neglected, and then even worse things. And because we are so strong, this generation is going to flip it around. And what does that mean, and what does that look like? Okay, so you can forgive your parents because they were part of a divine plan, because the forgiveness frees you from them, frees you from whatever happened, so you can go on and heal. And it breaks the cycle. You're here to break the cycle. Every single one of you is here to break the cycle. And what cycle am I talking about? Okay, well, let's talk about like the spirit of self-sabotage or the spirit of manipulation. We can do self-sabotage. I know if I go to XYZ, I will overspend, overdrink, fill in the blank for you. And then you do it anyway. You self-sabotage because your higher self, the thing we've been talking about, the higher self inside of you is guiding you now to new people, new experiences, and your discernment on like, you can feel what their intention is, and it's going to turn up. You're very psychic, and you're going to start having these things turn on. So I guess Spirit wanted that to come out right now. I didn't know that was coming. I'm literally like channeling these messages, y'all. And part 2 of this message is now the things we didn't want to see. Okay, you were abused. If it's triggering you, turn it off, come back later. Let's say you had an abuse situation, or just a one event, or a sibling that was beating you up all that, whatever your situation is. And you never dealt with it. Now you're 35 or 28 or 75, and it's still there. Like, it's still there. So it's going to keep coming up now. You need to look at it. Keeps coming up. You need to look at it. You keep coming up. And so that old baggage of karma that you got, it's over. It's back there. It has to stay there. And then you're going to purge it. Let it come up. Even if you do it for like 1 second to feel what it feels like to just like go in just a teeny bit and feel what that pain would feel like if you were ready to address it. And if it, baby step at a time, whatever, and some of y'all are going deep dive in, you're just going to jump in and move on. Everybody does it on their own terms, what they're comfortable with in their soul. So each one you get rid of, and you purge, and you look in there, and you cry it out, or punch the pillow, or, whatever you do, ride the bike really fast, and punch like I do the air, and so when you're purging these things, they're going to flow away. So they're going to disappear. So in like 6 months, you go to reach your abuse or whatever your trauma was. You can't access those feelings. They're gone. You start losing memory of it. Pretty much the time you begin healing from it and purging it, you start losing the memory. And why is this? Because your cells are purging karma from all your lifetimes, all of the lifetimes you've been here. It's all coming out. And then you have room for all the good, all the positive, all the wisdom you're getting from the higher self, which is you, is going to fill all that space in those cells of the wisdoms. And that's why you're all secretly geniuses, if you didn't know that by now, or just now discovering it. Side note, Spirit's all over the place. Want them to know that the message is, this is doing the dark night of the soul work. This is going inward and healing it once and for all. It won't come back. And every time you heal from it, you're going to go in, you're going to look, peek in, and once you heal, purge it, it literally, the energy of it, pop, it's gone. And then you have space now. You get a gift, you get a little present from Spirit. You'll get a wisdom. You'll get a gift. You'll get an intelligence, creativity, you name it. You have gifts inside of you, artists, singers, creators, like you geniuses. And you are going to be leading the world. So this is our beginning. Where we begin and how we're going to end is you're all going to be ascended masters. You're all here because you are the chosen. You are chosen. And we have a responsibility to humanity and the lineage following us to create the best planet we can in our species to thrive for the rest of eternity. God bless. Peace. Man, that was a long message. What are you talking about? Spirit was like, pull over. We got a message. Bye, guys. Part 2. So the rest of the healing is you loving you and healing your inner child. The inner you that's not healed, all of them will be healed one at a time. And every time you heal one, you get a gift. And it just you keep elevating. Your consciousness just keeps elevating. And yes, the people around you will change. Because you changed. And you can't go back to who you were in the old life. You're going through death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. You're rebirthing. And God has a table set for you. And only you. Peace. God bless.